As much as blockchain networks require hardware and code to run, they also need actual people making decisions to maintain and upgrade the network or resolve disputes. On-chain and off-chain governance are the two main approaches to governance in crypto, with each model differing in its level of decentralization and efficiency. On-chain governance is when protocol changes are put to a vote, which happens on the blockchain. In some cases, proposed protocol changes are already coded into smart contracts and trigger automatically upon receiving the required votes. Commonly found in decentralized apps, the process typically requires participants to hold the protocol's native token, with voting weight often determined by the number of tokens held. An example of on-chain governance is in MakerDAO, where Maker token holders participate in voting on protocol changes proposed by the Maker community through its DAO. Off-chain governance is where decision-making is done outside of the blockchain, in conferences, online platforms, or mailing lists. Core stakeholders, such as users, node operators, developers, and miners, engage in discussions to drive decisions collectively. Bitcoin and Ethereum are examples of blockchains that use off-chain governance for protocol development. Many major discussions associated with off-chain governance, such as with Bitcoin and Ethereum, have taken months to years, though this would be true whether done on-chain or off-chain. An example is the historic block size debate, which divided the Bitcoin community, which spanned 2 years over conferences and forums, eventually leading to the Bitcoin Cash fork, which ran on similar code except with a larger block size. Meanwhile, smaller or less time-sensitive changes can be put to an on-chain vote open to a longer duration of time, and is often used by dApps to decide on changes such as protocol incentives or whether to deploy on a new chain. However, dApp teams also use off-chain governance to roll out major upgrades or implement emergency measures in critical situations, like a potential or ongoing exploit. So, is one type of governance better than the other? Well, not really. The on-chain governance process is easily accessible and transparent to the public as voting happens on the blockchain. It could also be considered more inclusive in the sense that anyone with the token is eligible to vote on proposals. However, this is countered by the concern of plutocracy, where whales with large token holdings have disproportionate influence, potentially prioritizing short-term or selfish gains over long-term success of the project. And other issues like vulnerability to Sybil attacks, low voter turnout, and voter apathy also exist, though there are various initiatives being pursued to mitigate those. In contrast, the off-chain governance process can be messy and drawn out at times, but the checks and balances that stakeholders engage in collectively can help prevent centralization of power in the hands of a wealthy few. In emergencies, swift off-chain governance is also crucial for damage control. But on the flip side, it also means other important decisions are often made only by the core team. It's worth noting that there are few, if any, 100% on-chain governed protocols. The choice to use on-chain or off-chain governance usually depends on factors such as the magnitude and urgency of the decision. So as you can see, there is no one-size-fits-all solution, and as decentralized networks continue to evolve, governance mechanisms will need to integrate the best aspects from existing models and further adapt and innovate on novel systems in order to meet the needs of their communities. Leave us a like if you found this video insightful, and to learn more about how Ethereum governance works, check out our video on that here.